I feel like listeners are going to be really excited that you're the co-host.
Really?
Yeah. It's producer Charlie, guys. Maisie's still away with her colleague, and I have producer Charlie in the hot seat.
I've been forced.
You really were forced into it.
It's really weird sitting in this bit of the room while all this is happening and not over there. And
because we usually make you sit in the corner.
I usually sit in the corner on the floor facing the wall.
Listen, that just allows me and Maisie to do our best jobs. You know what Maisie's like? She doesn't let people look her directly in the eye.
No, I know.
It's since she's got
She's
Taskmaster.
ever so
She's
famous
really
now.
changed. I'm very excited to have you as my co-host.
Are you?
I am, yeah. Why do you keep pulling that face? That's the face that you pull when me and Maisie have gone too far off topic.
Every week, then.
Yeah, all the time. Well, at least you can keep things nice and
Sure.
this week. We went to a little party together, didn't we?
We did.
We did. We went to the WSL launch with Sky Sports.
Yeah.
It's pretty exciting. I
It was
hosted
really
it.
cool. They gave us a goodie bag at the end.
They did, which mainly had sweets in.
Mostly sweets.
Yeah, which I ate all on the way home.
Oh, that's...
Yeah,
Wow.
while doing my crossword.
Sure.
I don't know if people know this, but comedy is the new rock and roll. So I was
That's
eating...
what people are saying.
That's what people are saying. So I was eating a couple of macarons and doing a crossword. Not cryptic. I'm not that clever. But we met some cool players, didn't we?
We did.
Met Lisa Kopp.
Yeah. She was cool.
She was very cool. Met Maisie Simmons.
Did. What a legend.
What a legend. We're
New
mates
captain.
now.
We didn't know she was captain then, but
No.
we know she's captain now.
Oh, captain, my captain.
Captain Maisie.
Captain Maisie are absolutely gutting twice. Twice. Because if people that have seen our new shirts will know I have the captain armband on. So that's twice that Maisie's lost out on being the captain.
Yeah.
We also met Shalina Zadowski,
We did.
who I loved.
Yeah.
I don't mind telling you. She was such
It was
a
obvious.
laugh. Was it? She was a real laugh.
Yeah. Great vibes.
We had really good vibes. Canadian, so friendly.
Yeah.
You know, so friendly. Chit chat. Lisa Kopp did not know how to take me.
No.
She's Dutch, and I'm not saying I can't make Dutch people laugh, but I think she was very confused by my
General vibe. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah. You can't have them all.
You can't have them all, but me and Shalina, I think we should get her on her.
Sure.
Yeah, she's great. Plays for the Canadian team. Also, we had Kim Little.
Yeah.
And I got a bone to pick with you.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
That doesn't sound right.
Because you came into my dressing room.
I was invited.
That's true. You didn't just turn up.
No.
Kick the door open.
I was invited.
You were invited into the dressing room with your rucksack, which always has everything a person could possibly need in
Yeah,
it.
producer's backpack.
A producer's backpack. I feel like it's more than your average producer.
I don't know.
Well, if any producers are listening, could you please take a photo of the inside of your bag and send it to us? We need to know what's in there, because Charlie has, honestly, everything. But the reason that I have a bone to pick with you is because I said, I can't believe I'm about to meet Kim Little. And you said, just make sure you don't introduce her to the stage as Little Kim.
Which I think is a perfectly valid thing to say.
But why did you put it in my head?
Given your track record.
Yes, my track record's terrible with it.
I was like 80% looking out for you and 20% wanted to just mess with you a little bit.
Yeah, but I didn't, did I?
I don't think so.
No.
No.
No, I think it was fine.
It was fine.
It was good fun, though. Should we get on with what's happening with the football this week?
Yes, we should.
We really should. Welcome to Big Kick Energy with me, Suzi Ruffle, and today our guest host, the person who without Big Kick Energy is not a thing, or indeed would not be in your ears right this minute or on your screens. It is the one, the only, producer Charlie. The crowd goes wild.
It's a bit much, isn't it?
Do you think it's too much? Too strong? Felt quite strong.
It's quite, yeah.
You didn't like it?
Well, I did not like it.
I feel like you didn't like it.
I think it's just a very definite reason that I'm a producer and not a comedian.
My dear Maisie, my dear goose, is still goosing her way across America. And I'll be honest with you, I miss her a bit. Therefore, I am wearing her favourite shirt today. Those of you that are watching will know this, or maybe if you've seen a little clip. I'm wearing a Man United shirt with Adam on the back. And that's because I know that's, what she would want.
Oh, yeah.
She loves Manchester United.
She's going to have no problem with anything you've just said at all.
No, not at all. You've put on the script that I've bullied you into hosting.
Well,
does it feel like bullying?
Sort of a gentle shoving, I guess.
If this feels like bullying, you should have been at St Edmund's Catholic School between 97 and 2000.
Can't think of anything worse.
Right. We also have a lovely interview with Beth Mead coming up. But let's get on with the football. Another big week.
Huge week.
Another huge week in the WSL. Would you like to do the scores?
You didn't let Laura do them last week, so I thought you felt very strongly that you should do them.
I didn't let Laura do them last week, but mainly that's just because I was kicking the show off because I should I have let Laura do them?
No, I think it's fine.
I don't know if she knew the way that we do them.
I think she'd done her research. She's a listener.
Sure.
She might be listening right now.
She might be. Hey, Laura, you did a great job last week.
Oh, Charlie's really not doing as well as me.
No, she won't. Right, come on then. Let's have your best sports broadcaster voice.
Wow.
Go on.
Okay then.
Yep.
WSL scores Friday the 12th and Sunday the 14th of September. Manchester City 2, Brighton and Hove Albion 1.
Seagulls.
West Ham 1, Arsenal 5.
Oh.
Aston Villa 1, Chelsea 3. Leicester City 1, Liverpool 0. London City Lionesses 1, Manchester United 5.
Maisie's team.
She's going to be so mad.
I know. That's all right. 3-week holiday. Come on, at the beginning of the season.
Everton 0, Spurs 2.
Right. I mean, a lot of goals.
So many goals.
So many goals. I mean, we've got a lot to unpack. Should we start with Man City Brighton?
Yeah. I think Brighton played very well, actually.
I think Brighton played well. That goal from Kirby was
Beautiful.
Really good.
Yeah.
Really, really good. For those of you that didn't see it, Agyman sort of broke free,
Yeah.
made her way down, took a shot.
Yeah.
It didn't happen, and then
Fran was
Kirby
there.
got it on the
Yeah.
rebound.
Yeah.
Do you know, I feel like Kirby is a girl you could trust to be there on the rebound.
I think so.
Do you know what I mean? And I feel like we've said it before about some of the girls that we love watching play. They would always make sure that you text them when you got in.
Yeah.
She seems like that kind of
Yeah.
friend. She's there. She's ready.
Yeah.
She's poised.
Did you see Bunny Shaw's goal?
Oh, did I see Bunny Shaw's go? I don't know. Was she auditioning for the new Superman film?
Oh my god.
She just went through the air.
It's amazing.
It was so good. She's brilliant, isn't she?
Yeah. Just so casual afterwards, like,
So
yeah, guys,
casual.
of course I scored that.
Yeah, just stood and like, yeah, I suppose so. I guess that's what I do.
And I was very pleased, and I'm wearing my Hasegawa shirt because of
You
it.
are wearing your Hasegawa shirt.
That Yui Hasegawa, who is an integral part of Man City,
Absolutely.
but very rarely on the score sheet,
Yep.
just whacked one in.
She did. She
That's
thought,
great.
why not?
Why not?
She got in the box, she had some room, bam,
I
in it
think
goes.
with the new manager, it feels like she's playing like up a bit more and getting in the box a bit more, which is really exciting.
Yeah, she's a great player. It feels like they're the Japanese players that
I think there's like 19 or 20 Japanese players in the WSL.
Yeah, it's very exciting that football is so huge over there and they have these amazing players.
Well, you know, Japan are really good. They've won the World Cup. Like, you know,
Yeah.
they're
very good.
great, and their players are really exciting. And
Yeah, they create stuff. It's very exciting. Viv Miedemar had a couple of chances.
she did, and she didn't get any of them in.
No,
She seemed
but-
frustrated.
I would have been frustrated.
Yeah,
Viv, if you'd like to talk about it, reach out. West Ham Arsenal.
yeah. I mean, Arsenal scored a lot of goals again.
Arsenal scored a lot of goals.
It was very unfortunate for Daphne van Domselaar that went in the goal. I think just she was in an awkward position and sort of fell, and it fell.
As
and
my 5-year-old would say, butterfingers.
absolutely.
Van Domselaar on the old butterfingers.
Yeah, she's usually very reliable.
Normally, she's not butterfingers.
No,
But it seemed today she was butterfingers.
It was a very nice strike from Shakira Martinez to just sort of fire it in. So
It was. Shame that gets counted as an own goal, though.
yeah,
Because the reason that it went in was because of the force.
she kicked it really well.
She kicked it really. And you know what? We don't say that enough on this
just
podcast,
don't.
but they kick the footballs really
They're
hard.
so good at it.
But then, I mean, they Arsenal shook off that own goal and then buried 5.
Scored loads.
Scored absolutely loads.
Russo got an assist,
Yes.
a goal, and then little cheeky penalty right at the end.
Cheeky penalty right at the end. Then, of course, we had Frida Manham, Stina Blackstenius. What a player she is.
Yeah.
She's incredible.
She's in really good form at the moment.
Caitlin
as well.
Ford. And then Russo be Russo in.
Yeah, Caitlin Ford had one disallowed as well.
Yes,
so-
of course. It's looking good at Arsenal. Do you know, because I'm doing like a signing after every show.
Yeah.
You wouldn't believe the amount of Arsenal fans I'm meeting. And I will tell you all over the damn country. It does not matter where you...
No.
Guildford, sure. Colchester, you better believe
Yeah.
it. Liverpool, oh yeah, there's Gooners everywhere. Oh yeah, there's Gooners everywhere. That's a new chant for anyone that wants it. They're feeling... There is a confidence.
Yeah, fair enough.
People are feeling very excited.
Yeah,
And I think that they've got reason to be.
absolutely.
Shall we move on to Maisie's team?
She's going to be so
She's going to be so cross. So, Man United and London City Lionesses.
It was their first home game, London City Lionesses.
Yeah.
They had T-shirt cannons.
I'd love that. I'd love that.
Just if, London City Lionesses are looking for anybody to come and operate the T-shirt cannons. Like, we're really available.
I'd love to do that. That is such a sign of how much money they have.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, have it all.
Yeah.
I don't think I really took into consideration how much time would be needed in order for this team to gel.
There wasn't much for pre-season because of the Euros.
There was
so many of those players were at the Euros.
There was hardly any, in fact. And now we are seeing a lot of great players trying to play in a way that doesn't feel very linked up.
Yeah.
Is that fair to say, do you think?
I think so, yeah.
So it was the first home game, as you say. Michelle Kang was there for the occasion. Now, it was the 100th Man U appearance for captain Maya Letizier. Again, just loads and loads of goals.
Yeah. She scored a pen.
It started with the pen. Then we had Jade Riviere. We had Mallard twice. Then Nikita Paris did get on the score sheet for the London City Lionesses. And then Jess Park, who's just recently done that little swap with City to United.
Her goal was great.
Her goal was great. It was a goal fest. What do you think the situation is at London City Lionesses?
I think they just, if you look at they're not really making much of any of their set pieces or anything. I think it is just a time thing. There's a lot of players that have been used to playing in sort of other really big setups, and now you're sort of just trying to jam them all together and say, off you go then.
They've not quite got the choreography yet.
No, they're not sort of all
Jazz
in
hands
sync,
together.
jazz handing in sync,
Because that's the thing, isn't it? When you look at that Arsenal team, I was watching that game and they are so clean.
Well, it's like Beth said when we chatted to her, and listeners will hear that in a minute. They've been together quite a long time now,
Yeah.
and so they're all, most of those players have been there quite a long time.
Yeah, and also lots of them are Lionesses.
Yeah.
So they've not had a summer's break of not playing with each other.
They know each other really, really well.
They can pick up on signals, they can read each other's bodies
everyone's
so well.
in form. It's...
Yeah. Do you think Nikita Paris is going, I should have stayed at Brighton?
No, I don't think so, because she's scoring goals. I think what's working in her favour is that she's super experienced in the WSL and has moved around a lot. So it's just probably a lot more skilled at fitting into places and finding ways to make things work.
I was more thinking so it was less awkward the next time I see her, because the last time I saw her I said,
no,
I'm so
it's
thrilled
just
you're at
going to be
Brighton.
awkward when you see her, I'm afraid.
I think the truth of it is, let's be honest, Nikita Paris isn't going to remember meeting me.
No. But
that's fine.
That's fine.
That's fine. So Man U's Millie Turner missed out on the Euros due to an injury, was stretchered off in the second half of this game.
she's sort of just come back.
Did you see her face? She looked like she was in...
It looked not great.
Bad.
Yeah.
It looked bad.
Which is awful for her.
I hope that she's okay.
Yeah.
Now, we also should say that Man U had a midweek Champions League qualifying game, the first leg against Brann, which they lost 1-0.
It was really close. I watched it. I had to pay to get Man U TV so I could watch it.
Oh my God, do you want my shirt?
No, right, thanks. I think they played really well, and they were really unlucky that Brann got that goal.
Yeah.
And, the second leg is this week, Wednesday or Thursday, and they'll be at home, they'll be at Lee Sports Village.
Yep.
I think there's a lot to play for there. I think, hopefully they'll get some goals and it won't be the end of the Champions League, because they're playing really well at the moment.
Yeah, and we want them to stay in.
Yeah.
We want them to stay in. You might have seen some stuff online as well about this game, because one of the Man U bags containing a lot of the team boots went missing.
Yeah.
What's that about? Sounds like Bran are trying to find a way to screw them over.
I don't know where it went missing.
Somewhere between Manchester and
I think
Germany? Norway. No, I was going to say Norway.
Sure. Yeah, they lost a whole bag of most people's boots by the sounds of it. So some people from the team crew had to go buy a load of boots.
No!
And I saw an interview with the guy that owns the shop, and he was like, yeah, one time Beckham came in and bought some boots, and we have all the boots, so it was absolutely fine. But obviously players have got specific sponsorship. They have to be seen wearing specific boots. So obviously you have to then get those specific boots for them.
But surely as well, you've got your special insoles.
Yeah.
You've probably got, certain ones that make you feel...
post-match that it's fine, but...
Oh, do you know what? I would have blamed that. Yeah. I would have been like, we would have won if it wasn't
if someone
for those
told you
boots.
to go on stage in a brand new pair of shoes and do your show...
I'm very specific about what shoes I wear on stage.
They're just not ready. They're not broken in.
I wear football boots on stage. Some people think it's weird, but I like it.
Sure, yeah.
No, but I couldn't gig in flip-flops or
no
anything.
I think you should try though. I think that'd be great for everybody.
It would just be one slow clap every time I walk around. Yeah, well, there you go. As you say, the second leg is on Thursday in Manchester. Yeah. And hopefully the correct boots will mean...
Oh, I hope so.
Me too. Right, let's move on to Villa-Chelsea.
Sam Kerr's back.
Oh, and she scored.
Of course she did.
It's great
that was
to see
her 100th goal for Chelsea.
Of course it was. And she didn't even play the whole game.
No. 20 minutes?
Yeah, popped one in.
Yeah.
Was a bit of a scrambly one.
Yeah.
I don't think it will be the goal that's played back again and again for her to be like,
No.
But she found a way.
She did. I think in general, it wasn't Chelsea's best.
Yeah, I think that's true.
I think Hannah Hampton did a lot of work for them. She got given the Player of the Match award at the end, which I think is fair. Villa played really well.
I don't think the
scoreline actually reflects sort of how great their performance was, but I'm really excited to see what their next few weeks is like.
Yeah, because quite early doors, Villa got that equaliser.
Yeah.
And then held them at bay for, 20 minutes?
Yeah. I think they played a really good game, and, they did win their last 5 games last season, Villa, so... They've got a really good squad.
They do,
Really excited to see what else they do. Chelsea are also, down quite a few of their big stars at the moment.
Yeah, but that doesn't matter at Chelsea,
does it? Particularly matter. It sort of proves that they can
still...
they've still got the squad, but, that wasn't easy for them.
No.
And they got quite lucky, I think.
I think so too. I totally agree. And we have a match report.
That's exciting.
It is exciting. Hi, Pacey, Goosey and producer Charlie. I thought I'd drop you a match report for Villa v Chelsea. I have followed women's football seriously since the Euros in 2022 and then turned to the WSL to get my fix of the sport. Now, this is where I must make a confession.
Oh.
These are my confessions. I swap team support each season. But before you stop reading and discuss, my reasons are that I just like women's football and I love the Lioness squad. So the mixture of the Euros 22 squad throughout the WSL teams just meant that I watched all the games as a bit of a neutral and choose in live gameplays who to support.
I love that.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Yeah.
I lived by the rule ever since, apart from last season when I supported Chelsea because I'm a filthy glory hunter.
Sure.
Yes. Also, as a Stokey, I tend to support the northern teams, apart from last season's blip, until as such time as Stoke City women come up to the WSL or WSL2. It's going to happen in my lifetime. I can feel it. I made that slightly more dramatic, but I think we all like it.
Yeah, you're doing a dramatic reading. Yeah, that's fine.
On to the match report. We arrived late because we had to walk from our parking to Villa Park. But when we got to our seats, right at the front, 12 minutes in, thankfully it was 0-0. We were so close we could hear Sonia shouting, "Aggie!" as though she was sat next to us. It was brilliant. Villa, who I'd sworn allegiance to this match, played really, really, really well. But we're definitely giving Chelsea something to think about. So it was a bit of a pity that Chelsea scored so quickly. But that didn't matter because Hanson, Grant and Salmon were quick on the counter-attack and all of a sudden down the other end, Salmon suddenly scored a world-class goal to even things up. And it continued like that into half-time and beyond. Villa and Chelsea sort of neck and neck until the inevitable happened. Chelsea scored again with Kira Walsh putting her hat into the race to become leading goal scorer. Then Villa just seemed to fade a little and took Ebony Salmon off. To which Chelsea responded by bringing Sam Kerr on. Great, just what we needed. But perhaps she'll be a bit rusty. It's been a long time, she's been out with an injury, Oh no, and then she only went and scored, didn't she? Ah, well, the goal did look a bit scrappy until I watched it back on replay, and actually the shot landed, the ball was actually pretty good, so whatever. Overall, it was a good match. Villa really gave it some and looked promising. Chelsea looked as Chelsea always do. Brilliant. Villa Park was great as well. The support was really good. There must have been 5,000 supporters there. One little gripe I had is that there wasn't a segregation of fans. Behind us was loads of Chelsea fans. I do feel that unless you separate the fans, suddenly there is this tribalism that you see in the men's game, where it can turn from banter and laughing to arguments and conflict quite easy and quickly, and it seems to be started by men. This is my lived experience on Sunday, but I am sensible to the fact that this can be a generalisation and is part of football in general, but the women's supporting space has always been so peaceful and so inclusive. And I think as it grows, supporters need to be separated. Not to isolate or fuel arguments, but to protect supporters safely and their fun and passion. Anyway, not to end on a downer, because it was a great day out. I love seeing all my favourite players up close, and the football was quick and exciting. I will continue to try and see as many live matches as I can, and Villa Park is probably the closest. So it turns out I'm a villain. Love the show. Long may it continue. Lara. Shrewsbury, but Stoke at heart. Thank you for that message, Lara. I think that's good, changing every season. She's like me, she got the shirts.
It's fun. It is interesting, that's the second week in a row we've had someone say it was a bit annoying that there were fans from the other team in our section.
I mean, it just means that you don't have that. I mean, the competition is an important part of football.
Yeah. I think there's maybe, sometimes the allocation that like away fans get is really small.
Yeah.
So then people just end up buying the tickets in the other seats.
But yeah, thank you. And if you want to get in touch with us, you always can. We love getting match reports. Let's move on to Leicester v Liverpool.
I think everyone assumed Liverpool were going to win this.
Yeah. What's going on at Liverpool?
Well, not much by the looks of it.
It feels like a very different team to the one that we saw in the FA Cup semi.
Yeah, I think, they've still got
great players.
Yeah, yes, they've lost Liv Smith and Taylor Hines, but they've still got loads of really, really great players, exciting players, and it just doesn't seem like they're working together in a way that resembles last season or is working for them. Obviously, Gareth Taylor's just taken over there, but really poor from them.
Really poor from them, especially considered that Leicester went down to 10 players.
Yeah, Leicester had a player sent off. She got 2 yellow cards. She wasn't happy about it.
She was not happy about it.
Shannon O'Brien.
Shout out to Shannon O'Brien, standing your ground and then being made to leave.
Yeah. But yeah, they went down to 10 and then promptly scored a goal.
Yeah. Yeah. It was and it was a good goal.
Yeah.
Really good. So come on the Foxes.
It's a really exciting WSL season. There's so much to play for. It is a really exciting
WSL season. And I think, obviously there are those teams that sort of stretch ahead at the top, the Arsenals, the Chelseas, the 2 Manchesters, sure. But this sort of middle area
really
of the
exciting.
WSL is really exciting to how that's going to look going forward. And you never know. Let's move on to Suzi's goal of the week.
Everton Spurs.
I enjoyed this goal enormously.
It was great.
It was very good.
And her debut.
Oh, imagine. Fancy that. She
had a great game.
She had a great game. We are talking, of course, about Katinka Tandberg. She created some space and then just volleyed it high.
Yeah, she looked up, saw the goalkeeper was off her line and was like, yeah, all right.
I'll knock it in.
Shove that in.
And trying to watch the goal. I mean, as a goalie, that must be the worst thing in the world to be like, oh no, that one area that I'm supposed to be.
Yeah.
Running. And a ball will be faster than you.
Often, yes.
Often.
And Corey Brosnan fully fell into the goal whilst trying to get it as well. Which didn't look particularly
a great day for Spurs.
Yeah.
Especially after...
Two wins in a row.
I mean, you can't argue with that.
Huge for them.
Especially given that, we've spoken a lot about Spurs and the fact that there's not been many changes.
No, but they signed Katinka Tandberg and
that seems to be
like a dream.
Yeah. That's the thing. Maybe you don't need to sign loads of people, just one very good one.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's I think morale must be pretty high at Spurs.
Yeah. I think it's a shame for Everton. Like, that was their first game at Goodison Park
Yeah.
since they've taken it over
Yeah.
as their home stadium, and obviously coming off last week's triumph over
Yes.
Liverpool. I think you probably expected more from them, but they just didn't seem to really be kind of hitting it in the way they were last week, I don't think.
Well, no, they were heading in the wrong direction
They
a lot of the
were.
time. Yeah, that'll be it. But that brings us to the end of our sort of matches of this week. Now, for the second week in a row, we've got a huge treat for you.
We do.
We really do. Let's be honest, producer Charlie is really on it with the bookings.
Well, just want to make sure that Maisie's not here, but we're still here.
We're still here. We want people to listen. We want
Give people some treats.
give people some treats. We had a lovely chat with Beth Mead, legend of the game, before she went off to surprise some brownies at a football session. And we asked her about her summer and her partnership with Fun Football.
Yeah,
Should we go to that interview now?
we shall.
Look, hey, here's me and Beth Mead being best friends forever.
I was there too, I just didn't say anything.
Yeah, you were. Always in the corner, looking at the wall. Okay, so I think it's fair to say you had a good summer with the Champions League and the Euros within a matter of months. What was your standout moments across those two tournaments?
Obviously winning both of them.
Of course.
Obviously. But I think no, everybody loves a smooth ride and them type of things, but realistically these things don't really happen. So I think my big take from kind of my favourite moments were, Real Madrid, we went behind in the first leg, won the second leg, overturned the comeback, back at home. Same with Lyon, went behind in the first game, went away. Bearing in mind they've won multiple Champions Leagues, turned it around. Underdogs for the final. Go and win it. And I love a good underdog. Who doesn't? And then, the Euros the same. I think there was a crazy stat that we're only ahead in the knockout stage with something like 4 minutes, which is insane when you've gone and won it. Obviously we went 2-0 down to Sweden. Apparently like making football entertaining.
You made it very entertaining.
Yeah,
very entertaining.
I didn't enjoy lots of parts of that actually, so not ideal, but it is what it is. We overcome them, we turned it around, we showed, great character, and you've got to do that sometimes, and ultimately we walked away with that lovely gold medal.
Yeah, absolutely. We were behind the goal in that Euros final.
Okay, the penalty.
Yeah, yeah, and it was. I mean, it was the next day that I think my heart rate came down.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I was about to say, I can't imagine what it must have been like to be on that pitch.
I mean, it's so hard. Obviously, you guys have seen that snippet of what happened. Like, us girls, practice day in, day out of penalties and telling what side to the keeper you were going, or had people abusing you, teammates, and trying to, replicate any single part of that moment. But it's impossible. Who tells you, in a Euro final, you're going to step up, you're going to take a penalty, you need to score. Of course, you know how to play football, you know how to kick a ball, but yeah, mine wasn't ideal. To slip and then have to take another one was not ideal. But for us to be able to go and do that, especially as an England team, which normally doesn't end well, I think it's quite nice that we've been able to turn the penalty curse around and, ultimately go and win the final doing it.
I mean, yeah, it made it very exciting. You
Yeah.
can't argue with that.
No, you can't. You really can't.
You bring the drama and you always find a way. Now, from the last Euros, the ones before, there were 7,000 people in Trafalgar Square to congratulate you. This time, 65,000 people lined the mall. What does that... Sort of two questions about that. Firstly, what does that feel like when you're on that bus, when you're coming down? And were you surprised by the amount of people?
Yes and no. I don't think... Do we know that the full nation was behind us? 100%. We felt that. But to get on the top of that bus and look down and see that many people and look side to side, and I think it was so emotional because you just looked into the crowd. There was, grandmas, granddads, dads, mums, sons, daughters, dog, whatever, but the emotion you're seeing from people made us so emotional. Like, for what we love to do, we make so many people so happy by doing it.
Yeah.
And I think that was the first time I'd really took it in, and my sunglasses were on and off, because I was crying one moment and I was super happy, and then I was crying again. And the raw emotion of seeing people and people being that elated for what you've done is just, it's this insane feeling.
What does the explosion of fandom feel like? Because obviously you've been playing football for a very long time, and you were, I'm sure when you were playing at Sunderland, the crowds weren't quite as big as what you might be getting at the Emirates now.
Yeah.
What it's obviously massive now. It must feel like going into, when someone comes out of a reality show and all of a sudden they're super famous. How does it feel for you?
I mean, there's no guidebook for how to react to it at all. Do I feel a lot of, pleasure and pride of being a part of that journey? 100%. Like, playing in front of 50 people at Sunderland and no one really give a rat's ass that we were there or not. Sorry, mind my language. To being able to play regularly at the Emirates for an Arsenal team with thousands and thousands of people come in, and they've got your name on their shirts, and the atmosphere is incredible. And to be able to walk down the street and people recognize you, like, it's so surreal. I think still to this day, like, I remember the first time I seen, a young girl with my name on the top, and still to this day to see people with it, it's not like, it's crazy. I'm a girl who loves playing football, and I do what I'm loving, but people love me because of that.
Yeah.
And it's a hard thing to comprehend, but I mean, it's quite kind of magical. Like, it's a magical feeling. And yeah, there's obviously a lot more, eyes on the game now, which becomes a lot more pressure and a lot more expectation, but it's part and parcel of it, ultimately. And we've got to, take all parts of it that come with it, whether it's good or bad sometimes. But yeah, it's been amazing to be a part of the journey of seeing it from where it was to where it is now.
Now you're talking about young girls and boys, I'm sure, having your name on
Yeah.
the backs of their shirts. Whose name did you have on the back of your shirt when you were growing up?
Oh, I mean, yeah, people don't like me often because I don't know why I do these days. I'm actually a Man United fan. So I used to love, like, having Beckham on my shirt, or Ronaldo, or Van Nistelrooy, like these amazing footballers that I looked up to. Um, so yeah, they were some of the names that I had on my shirt. I mean, there was a lot of footballers I loved. Now, I loved Kelly Smith growing up as a young girl. She was one of the very few names that I knew, obviously had access to or knew. Yeah, she's one of my coaching staff at Arsenal now, so it's kind of nice circle moment with her. But yeah, there's a lot of people that I looked up to, but it's a nice feeling to know that there's a lot more women's players that boys and girls can look up to now.
And how did you get into football, going back to sort of the very beginning? Are you from a football family?
I'm from a sporty family. I wouldn't say football was my mum or my dad's first option. My dad used to, he loves football. He lives and breathes it, but he was more like cricket and stuff. And my mum was a runner. But I had a lot of energy. I loved any sport as a kid. And when I was 6, my mum took me to my first Saturday morning session in my local village. And it was all boys. And the guy was like, she's more than welcome to come, but their boys are quite rough. And my mum was like, it's fine, just let her join in. Came back an hour later and they were like, she's rougher than most of the boys. I was like, because I just didn't get. It was like, she played in goal, she went to defender, she was a midfielder, she was an attacker, she ran around, she did it all. And I was like, I just loved being there. I didn't care if it was a boy, every single one was a girl at the time. Like, I just wanted to play. And my mum did it basically just get rid of me for an hour, and hopefully I was tired time I got home, I think. But he said I was really good and told me from there to try and look a little bit wider to see if there's any actual teams there for me to join.
And so how important were those sort of early grassroots teams for you, for your development as a player, and also, I guess, as a person finding out what you're good at?
Yeah, I mean, I did a lot of sports growing up, and I understand. I've always said this, like, I think you always need to be able to try them all. I did cross country, I did cricket, I did netball, I did hockey. I was actually pretty good at hockey, and I actually got to a point where I was playing for county hockey and football were like very close. And for me, football was always my number one. But I always, whenever I spoke to young kids, saying you need to try them all, you need to figure out what's best for you. Obviously, I want them to play football, but I also want them to figure out for them what is the best thing for them, and they feel like culture wise, football felt better for me than hockey did. But yeah, it's I feel very lucky in my journey, but also it's so nice to see the pathways and grassroots option that young girls have now. Like obviously I'm here today with Fun Football, and they have free access to very, very close to where they are. To meet new people, it's free, it's easy accessible. Like I had no initiatives like this growing up. So I joined a boys team, and it was great for my development. And I wouldn't change anything about my journey, but it's so nice to see how many pathways there are for, young girls and boys to be able to feel comfortable wherever they want to go.
Now, a lot of girls sort of drop away from football and sport in general as they hit puberty and they go through sort of teenage years. I was wondering what your opinion was on how
Sorry, I'm going keep waving the lights every now and again.
Okay.
Sorry, in case you see me do this.
I didn't know if you were like bringing in a plane or something.
Yeah, apparently so.
How can we encourage young girls to stick with sports?
I think it's just awareness that a lot of us have been through it. I've always been a very much an open book and open person, and my journey wasn't easy, like I was growing up, I was, getting, I wouldn't say abused, but disrespected was the right word, of going in onto the pitch to play against boys' teams and like, oh, why is there a girl in your team? And obviously I was hitting puberty, I was a bit more like emotional and aware of things, and the changing rooms with the boys and stuff like that was a little bit different, but we found solutions, whether I went separate. I had the backing of my team that helped me. They knew what football, so they didn't need me to say anything. They were like, Beth, you go and do you today. And I was the best player on the pitch. So at the end, them boys and parents weren't saying anything to me anymore. I've been a part of a lot of initiatives that have tried to make it a lot more comfortable, like whether it's, periods, and that's normal, that's okay. What can we put in place? What are things you can do to make yourself feel comfortable? If you're feeling not great that day, people are there to understand now. And I think that's super important for young girls growing up to know that they're not alone, and they're not the first person who was felt or had this happen to them. But yeah, there's some crazy, I know there's some crazy stats of the amount of people that drop out because, they have the period and they're just embarrassed to be able to play. Or scared of leaking or whatever it may be. We just want people to know that can be normal, and we've all done it. Hi, I'm Beth Mead and I have a period and I play football. You know what I mean? So stuff like that is we need to make it more normalised for girls coming into the game.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's why you've partnered with this program that we're talking about today. Now, I'm sure you get approached all the time about different initiatives involving girls, involving grassroots football. What was it about this one in particular that made you go, oh yeah, that's something that I'll lend my name to?
I think it was easy. I've done it since 2022 now. I've been here quite a while. No, I resonated with a lot of things that came with fun football sessions. We're here today with the Brownie girls that we're doing, and I was a Brownie growing up. I did Brownie, I did guides, I did it all, and I was one of the first to get all my badges. Competitive Annie I am, want to do all of that. And we actually have a badge. If some of the girls come to our session at Fun Football, they get a Fun Football badge and stuff like that. I think we're always trying to think what's next. So we obviously since I know that I've been here, we're one of the largest free football sessions that have give access to so many kids over the country, wherever they may live. It's not just here in London, it's up north, it's back home, it's accessible very, very close to where you are. Whereas I was travelling up to Sunderland an hour and a half every time I went up there. It's a long way for me to travel. I had my car accident because I was travelling home at 11:30 at night once. And I don't want to think that young girls have to be able to do that, and not everybody has the support. I'm lucky that I had a lot of support growing up, but you need somewhere where it's easy to go. It's fun, it's easy, accessible, it's got good facilities for whatever you may need as an individual. And you get to meet lots of new people. And I think me knowing I would have loved that so much growing up is a reason that really drew me to knowing that they're really trying to push every avenue. And yeah, like I said, we're doing brownies today and we're surprising some brownie girls, which I think it's just something different, but we're trying to get everybody involved, whatever their background may be, or whatever they do. Like, it's okay, you can be a brownie and play football if you want to do that, different stuff like that. It's just really, really cool to be part of.
Arsenal were brilliant at the weekend. It was very exciting to see the sort of kick-off of the WSL. Vibes at Arsenal. Vibes at Arsenal are great any day of the week. On the podcast, we refer to you guys as Vibes FC, because if you're gonna support a team where you want to go for the vibes, you got to go Arsenal.
Yeah.
And how is the vibe in the changing rooms at the moment? You guys must be feeling pretty good.
You come back. Unfortunately, we didn't have a lot of time to celebrate the Champions League together because a lot of us were going off for the Euros.
Yeah, of course.
But we come back and that buzz was there. The excitement was there. The feeling of being able to do that and know that we can hit that expectation as a team, and then added the strength that we've added in the summer is we've got a really nice group. I know it's like cliche to say it's very family vibes, but a lot of us have been together for a long time, or we've known each other for a long time, and we really care about each other and care about what we're doing within the game and the next level. And the fans are pretty great as well. Like, they bring the vibes week in, week out, and that makes it very easy for us to be able to give that energy as well. So yeah, kudos to them.
Yeah, my daughter loves coming to an Arsenal game. She's 5, and it's because when we go to watch other teams play, she gets really annoyed that they don't play a song when someone scores.
Okay,
so I said to her, what's the best bit?
It's God,
yeah.
Come on.
I said, what's the best bit? She said, when you get to stand on a chair and dance. I was like, okay, you're not really taking in the football yet.
Yeah, and the fans are pretty good at making songs for the players as well. I think we've all got a song each, which not many clubs have got that.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you have any pre-match rituals before you, when you're in the tunnel? Is there anything or any music that you listen to?
I am not massive and superstitious on stuff like that.
Okay.
But the only thing
good.
that I do is, it sounds really actually, well, Beth, what you do and you should be focused. I actually play a game on my phone called Royal Kingdom. And I know it's very, very random, but it helps me switch off from like the stress of the football game before then going out. Me and Alessia Russo both do it. And it's not like your typical thing to do, but you've got such expectation. You've done your job through the week. You know what your role is. You know what you're meant to do. We know how to play football. But that's our, just chill moment before the storm.
I need to know, where do you keep all your medals?
I've actually had a new bookcase built in my house.
Good for you.
Yeah, I've just renovated it. So I have got a new bookcase and I will be putting the medals pride and place on one of them shelves.
Yeah, too right. Okay. Beth, it's a privilege to chat to you, and I can't wait to see you next time on the pitch. Thank you very much.
Thanks for having me.
She's very nice.
Really nice.
Did I sound nervous?
Well, when I was editing it yesterday, the video, you're just grinning the whole time, and it's really cute.
Am I? Let's make sure we put some of that on the internet.
It's giving competition winner.
In the football world, when am I not giving competition winner?
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
That's my vibe.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's working. It's great.
Yeah, I just think it's nice to be positive about things that you like.
Yeah, 100%.
Should we go to the news?
Yes.
So, Lioness friendlies.
I'm excited.
So the Lionesses have announced their friendly fixtures for the rest of the year, alongside a previously announced game against China at Wembley on November the 29th, which has already sold 60,000 tickets for a friendly.
I've got a few of those.
2,000 of them. Everyone watches women's sport. England will also play Brazil on the 25th of October.
That'll be a good game.
That'll be a really good game. That one's in Manchester, the City of Manchester Stadium.
I think...
Are they changing the name of the Etihad?
No. But when it's the national teams, they don't have sponsors or anything, do they? So I think they don't call. I think they call it the Etihad when it's a Manchester City thing.
Because they are sponsored by.
But for everything else, I think they call it the City of Manchester Stadium, which I've never heard before.
Sure. Then Australia, aka the Tillies, on the 28th of October at Pride Park in Derby, and Ghana on the 2nd of December at St Mary's Stadium in Southampton.
It's exciting.
It's very exciting.
I think people will be really pumped that the Tillies are playing over here.
I think, well, I will be.
They're playing Wales as well, so lots of chances to watch the Tillies.
Sam Kerr.
Also, all of those Australian players that play here don't have to go on a really long flight anywhere, do they?
Yeah, that's nice. We've also had some people get in touch.
I think I'll read this one.
I met these girls.
Yeah, well, they've sent a message about it.
Oh, okay. I met these girls at a tour show. Okay, brilliant. Let's have a message from Liliana and Tierney.
Hey, Proddy, Pacey and Goosey. My fiance and I are eagerly awaiting this episode to find out what your thoughts are on the West Ham/Vibes FC game, Arsenal, because on Friday night we happened to catch a wild Pacey doing a show in Guildford.
Wild?
Pacey in the wild.
Got it.
How inconsiderate that you didn't move your tour dates to accommodate the WSL fixtures.
Yeah, that's true. Sorry.
Both the show and the game kicked off at 7:30, and the Arsenal app spoiled the game in real time throughout the half time of your show. I think it's nice that they're very careful to say interval. They don't want anyone to think that they were checking their phone whilst you were on stage talking.
But they probably were. I'd have thought so.
I think so.
Yeah.
Mild seriousness, pre-show playlist, brackets, props for Renee Rapp, slightly made up for the scheduling error, show banged, it was cool, it was Riz, it was Leng, it was fire.
Yes!
All words you love to be described as.
I mean, they're words I use about myself in the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're a ledge. Brackets, a Pulse, my Pompey is showing. The wines at the Yvonne Arnaud are no joke. That's the theatre in Guildford.
Yes, and it's called the Yvonne Arnaud.
Also, please no more disparaging the pizza at the Emirates. That sourdough crust is insane.
Boo! Thanks for coming to the show.
And then they've signed off a few different ways, and then they've crossed them out. And then so the first one is with spite, which they've crossed out. And then they've written live, laugh, les, which they've also crossed out.
I love that.
And then lots of love, Liliana and Tierney.
I mean,
so you met them?
Yeah, I met them.
Came for a little chat.
We had a really fun chat.
Great.
I mean, I would say that's one of the real highlights of chatting to people when I do the book thing at the end, is that people sometimes sign the books from Pacey.
Nice.
And then it's quite fun because in that moment you often don't know what to say to people because you sort of go, oh, thank you for coming for my tour show. Thank you for saying that I'm funny. But if they say, oh, I listened to Big Kick, it's great to be like, oh, who do you support? And how do you feel? And did you see any of the Euros? And that's been really lovely. And I've met some really lovely, fun people.
That's cool.
I met some lovely Everton fans at the Liverpool game. No, it wasn't a Liverpool game. It was my Liverpool show.
It was a game for you.
And it was, it's really nice. But yeah, meeting so many Gooners. Gooners gone wild. Okay, how was your first podding experience been?
Perfectly fine.
When are you going to be upbeat about this experience?
I'm always upbeat.
You are often upbeat. Have you had a lovely time?
Yeah, it's been fine.
You feel like a competition winner.
No.
No, not like you.
I'm just doing another job on top of all, making all this happen.
Yeah. Do you want me to edit this week?
Would you? No.
Absolutely not. We have another episode without the goose coming up next week.
We do.
And then she'll be back, finally.
She will.
Please keep in touch with us by emailing us at bigkickpod@gmail.com. You can find us on Instagram. It's Big Kick Energy Pod. Merch is available.
Merch is so available.
Merch is hard available for pre-order via After Studios.
Yeah.
The link is in our bio and in the show notes. If you enjoyed listening to this, why not give it a watch? The full episodes are now available on YouTube. Charlie is putting so much effort into putting the videos up. Please watch them for the love of God so that we can get our viewership up.
Yeah. Also, I have a full-time job as well.
Charlie has a full-time job. We really need to start monetising this so that Charlie can be producer Charlie full-time.
I'm quite tired.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure. Should we go and have a little lay down?
Yeah.
Not together.
Where's the dog?
Oh, let's go and cuddle the dog.
Where's the dog? Let's go see the dog.
Let's go see the dog.
We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.